Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my second video documenting my success and my path toward it. And today I figured I would shed a little light on my goals, how I track them, where they brought me today, and my evolution with them. So to start off from the beginning, I had many goals that I really sort of went for, but didn't write down a lot of them, and I didn't keep track of much. It kind of evolved last fall with this right here, these little note cards that I'd fold them in half, get goals for the day, and then at the end of the day, I'd write the goals for the next day. And those kind of worked in little 4-day stints. I did not really have larger goals. It was more just small daily goals that I could try to stay productive with. And it wasn't until November last fall when I heard Lance LeDuc, he's a really good euphonium player. He kind of gave me this, I guess, magical little thing that I'd never thought of before, which was starting like extremely easy with your goals, say like 1 minute, 2 minutes per day, something that it'd honestly be stupid to miss, and building a habit first. And then once that habit is kind of established, then building upon those goals. Say you go, if you're trying to read, you'd start out, 2 minutes, 3 minutes a day. And then once you sort of had a habit going, then you could push to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And I'm currently at 30 and planning to keep it there for a while. But yeah, that's really kind of what got me kickstarted on actually completing and following through on goals. So now I'm going to elaborate a little more on these little note card goals. As you can see, I kept track of them for quite a long time. Going all the way back to around the time that in November that I was told this idea by Lance LeDuc. Before then, a couple of these, I don't even have dates on them. These were kind of sporadic, this is where, I'd try to do it, there's 10-19, and I'd forget about it. Those ones are 16, 17, 22, and nothing. So this was before, kind of back and forth, jumping in and out of it. And this was ever since I started doing the small bits and moving up, all of those came along. Now, one other tip that I want to mention with these, as you can see here, this one, my one goal was to write a goal, which I didn't complete. But going with the small little things every day, trying to stay consistent and writing goals every single day is really what got me consistent on these. Let's see if I can find one. I started writing, here we go, write 5 goals for tomorrow. That is the one I tried to keep consistent through many of these, and that was sort of the thing that I just never really gave up on. I struggled through December with keeping going a little bit. However, since I continued writing these goals, as soon as I found further motivation to continue on them, that is I already had the framework here to act on it. So here's the goals that I started building a little later on, which are my longer term goals. Originally, say with this one for November 1st, the month of October, I didn't really pair them much with those goals because I had these ones, because I didn't have them very consistent yet. And these ones up here, kind of some figures of money that I would need to make in order to get some of my hobbies, or say like adventures to Switzerland, maybe getting some income going, and then rally car. I didn't really pair those with these daily goals, and that did not work very well, as you can see with this November one and actually this January one. I never kept track of those. I got a few of them, but right here, I kept track of this one. No, yes, yes, yes. I got a few of them, but I wasn't very successful, and I needed something different. So coming along into the new year now, what I did differently was my mom actually introduced me to this called the Panda Planner. And I started out using it as more of a, like, one little thing to hold all all of these little goals so I wouldn't have to have them all over the place and I could keep better track of everything. This is what has actually changed a lot for me. I have built a lot of consistency. I have started keeping track of a lot of things, you know, going to there's daily, there's weekly, which I haven't used as much yet. I've done it a little bit. And then it all goes to monthly. And what this kind of does is it encourages continuity between goals. Say like what I do is I would write my top goals for the month, and then I could come over to the weekly and determine weekly goals to work toward that monthly goal. And then furthermore, I could write goals every single day, which could be little bite-sized pieces and tasks that I could do in order to work toward those goals. So now I'll show you a direct example of how this continuity works. Say right here in this monthly goal, I had read 30 minutes a day and 6 lessons on Duolingo every day for January. Then we flip over to the daily, and what I started doing, you know, I was not very successful in the beginning of January, but I got better. So there you go, read 22 minutes, 5 lessons, 23 minutes, 5 lessons, go a little farther, 25 minutes, 6 lessons, and throughout the month, just adding little tiny bits until you eventually get to your goal of 30. And yeah. So there you go, the 26th, I worked up to 30 minutes and 6 lessons. So throughout the month, I actually ended up completing that goal right there of reading 30 minutes a day and the 6 lessons of Duolingo. And so now, since dividing those goals into weeks, months, and days has worked, I have been encouraged and decided to write quarterly and yearly goals. Now, as you can see, the Panda Planner only goes into months. So I have gone back to note cards for these. However, what I'm hoping to do is through the Panda Planner and the monthly goals, accomplish quarterly goals, which then go into yearly goals. And I've started to pair these together, I think a little bit. Yeah, so here you go, 100 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the quarter. And then I will work through the other 3 quarters to get up to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So my longer term goals are still in development. I want to continue finding a few more Q1 and 2022 goals that I can use. And I also want to further push those out to maybe a 3-year, a 5-year, and a 10-year. If I'm feeling nice, even a 20-year. So I can really sort of set the bar high for myself. That's something I highly recommend doing, is setting the bar extremely high, because one thing I've learned is you will only achieve as much as you believe you can, and you will only shoot as far as you strive to shoot. So dream big, write big goals, and link them from long-term all the way down to tiny little daily goals that are easy and simple to complete. Now, there's one more little thing I want to talk about in this Panda Planner, which I really do like and have adopted recently, are these schedules. I've found, you know, so goals, like here, they really increase my productivity, but so does the schedule, big time. I mean, really what I do here is I take my goals and I implement them into the schedule. So I prioritize completing them, and what I found this does is, instead of going off when I have free time and going on social media, watching YouTube, you know, things that aren't as productive, I look to my planner and I say, oh, you know, I have accounting 215 to do. So I will instead go and do that. Now, one other thing I want to mention about the schedule, if you do find yourself getting off track, don't call it a loss for the day. What you can do is something like I did on this day, which is erase it. Well, I use erasable pen, highly recommend it. It's nice, word pencil. Yeah, but you can erase it and change it as needed and sort of redo your schedule for the rest of the day so you can keep on a productive track. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same one, just something that will work for you and you know might get the best and most out of you. that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this insight on how I've completed my goals may help you in your own lives a little bit, and I will see you tomorrow.